Hello. Oh, what was a question I had? I can't remember. Oh, well. Hey, Valda. Is that a chapel? You know, like the C chapel? Or an M, like a mosque that you keep showing me around the corner from where you live, up on the hill? The pretty building with the golden tops. Looks like a mosque. Not that it matters, because, you know, we love watching you and going to the beach and going shopping with your mom and doing all those things y'all do. It's interesting. It's just interesting. And we like Monica too. Pence, she puts a lot of stuff on here that we watch. Different things that she does and I works on, and making stuff. It's interesting. We appreciate both of you. We think the world of you girls. And not that we'll ever meet either one of you. I mean, gee whiz, y'all are way far away. Well, I'm not sure where, but far away. Like Russia, and I don't know if it's France or Italy, but anyway. We're old. We're old and retired. We're not going anywhere. I don't even have teeth in my mouth anymore. I used to have huge, beautiful teeth. So I broke one, and I had heart disease, rheumatic fever for a long time, my whole childhood, and that messed up the teeth too, the bones, which is part of the reason why I have some of the problems I have today with my heart. I have this thing that's it's like a pacemaker, but it's not a pacemaker. It's a fibrillator. What it does is if my heart slows down too much, it jolts it back. Bam, get going. Like kick it, Yeah, it's a kicker. It monitors it, but anyway. Because I had a few problems I was born with. But other than that, I've had a pretty strong life. Done a lot of things. I mean, I was a sheet metal worker. I built ductworks for apartment complexes and stuff, And I worked offshore out in the Gulf of Mexico on a boat for a while. As a deckhand. I worked in fiberglass. And the first job, can't say that, because I was a groundskeeper through a summer, but that's just a summer job. You're taking care of the grounds, I was young then, 16, 17 years old. And then I went to work at a Woolworth. I worked in the beauty aids department. I was a stock boy, Then I went into the fiberglass and then the metal, because when I was in school, I always took the blueprint courses. And that's the one thing with dyslexia I didn't mess with too much. I could do all the math and stuff. I didn't know I was dyslexic. I didn't know what in the world it was. I didn't know that until I was 21 years old or 22, something like that. And they figured out I had this. I got hit in the side of the head real hard when I was a little kid in first grade. I walked through the doors of a foyer of the school. It was an older school, big old glass doors. And just as I walked through, some kids threw this damn hard rubber ball and it popped me upside the head. And that was right before school started. Well, the next thing I remember, they're putting me on the bus and sending me home. My grandfather, who was raising me at the time, he fell ill, so everybody was there at the hospital, which was quite a ways away. And here I was at home by myself. Didn't know. I was kind of goofy. Basically, it busted some vessels in the back of behind my eye and my head, right at my temple, and it almost killed me. But anyway, it messed some things up anyway. Then on, I always had trouble remembering and reading. Prior to that, I could count to 100, and that's just a piece of paper. And I knew my ABCs, alphabet, before I even went to school. After that injury, my aunt that was living with us there, she just thought I was being a lazy brat. Of course, she was a teenager. She was kind of jealous of me anyway, because my grandfather took me on. That is, he decided that he was going to take care of me, and he did. And my granny and my grandpa, they nursed me back to health, basically, you could say. Anyway. No, I was just wondering, like I said, we'll probably never see y'all, except here. So hi. And anyway, we love watching you girls act silly and this and that, or just, doing regular everyday things. We're old. Hell, my wife's 72. She'll be 72. She will be 72 in October 11th. She'll be 72 years old. And shit, let's see, 90. That means my daughter, October 22nd is her birthday. She'll be, she was born in 1990. She'd be almost 30 years old, 29. Anyway, then I got two granddaughters. Her birthday was May the 8th. She turned 6 years old. Yeah. Because Robin, her name's Raven. Raven, May the 8th. Robin, whose birthday is September the 20th, she'll be 9 years old. I gotta go see those kids before I croak. I think they'll be upset if they never see me again. I wonder why. Of course, let her other grandmother explain that crap to her. It wasn't my fault. Hey, I like the red hot shorts. Of course, I think the black ones actually fit you better. The red ones stand out. Valda, talking to you. Sweetheart. I was just wondering, that beautiful building, is that a chapel? An old chapel or an old mosque? You show me the sign. I can't read the sign. I can't read, really. Can you read this? It's English, see? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. You should take English. Yeah, I should have took a second language. I did. I took Spanish, but I know some, but never really had any use for it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Well, I never really lost it. But anyway, I had to get up this morning and take a breathing treatment. Like I say, by the time you girls get to the age of, having your own children in life and being, all busy with all that, we'll be dust, dirt, done with, gone. My wife's almost 72, and I'm 62, and I've had heart attack and heart trouble most of my life. I'm having trouble with my lungs. I decided to vape, to quit smoking. Probably been better off if I kept smoking. Vape is bad news. So they're finding out. Anyway, excuse me. That's my coffee. Trying to come back up. Oh boy. I ain't in really bad health. I mean, I could be old, 230 pounds, about 6 foot tall. I used to be taller than that. I had my neck broken and they fixed it, and they took some couple inches out of my neck, lowered my head, which I didn't mind. This stuff on my face, I don't know. They say that's from the same thing, arthritis, blood sugar thing, has something to do with diabetes, junk. And that's what I say, you know, with all this garbage going on. I'm lucky to be here now, or blessed, I should say. I'm blessed to be here now. When I was going to the emergency room with a heart attack after having a 9-hour heart attack, which I finally figured out it was a heart attack, I knew I wasn't going anywhere. Just had that feeling, you know. Well, at least not yet. What freaks the doctors out is I kept telling my doctor years ahead of time, when I turned 60, about in the middle of the hot summer, I was going to have a heart attack. Sure enough, August 2 years ago, I turned 60 and I had a bad heart attack. I don't know how I know things sometimes. I just know things. You know, God gives us that eye or that dream or whatever you want to call it. See, because I still believe in God. I don't care if I've seen things, experienced things. It doesn't matter. Because what the Bible says is the evil one comes to steal and destroy. What does he steal? He tries to steal your belief in God. Right? So, tricks. He can appear as an angel of light. That's like the ultimate appearance. Something pure and perfect, which he's not. So there's good and evil in the world. We all know that. I don't care who we are. It's obvious. You just have to keep believing no matter what. And you'll probably live longer. I don't know. Life is kind of irrelevant in a way anyway. Because if you live longer, you're just deferring your trip to heaven, so to speak. You know, thing about heaven, everybody's dying to get in. It's an old saying. If you stay here, what are you doing? You're entertaining all the other people. But anyway, y'all are great entertainers, and you're funny, you're neat, you're warm. Valda, you're warm, and your mom's neat. And I don't know who that guy is that hangs around. Is that your dad or your brother or whoever? Maybe your boyfriend, I don't know. Doesn't really matter on this end. We're here, you're there. That's the way life is. Well, Nika, you keep on, girl. You know, you haven't lost anything in life. You never lose anything. Things fall away. Things come into life. People fall away. Other people come into life. Hell, I've slept under bridges, slept in my car, roamed around with nowhere to go. I've lived with people who were been around people who were very wealthy, very influential, and all kind of stuff. I mean, you just never know where you're going to end up. That's life. It's really, to me, it's kind of like a movie you're watching, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on, and there's always something happening. It doesn't have to go too fast, but you know, some things you control, but very little, very little. Well, you control whether or not you study and pass a test or achieve some things. So achieve what you can. Learn what you can. Absorb from the world around you what you can. Put it in your little library. And keep as much as you can in your heart. Most of all, love yourself. Well, at least like yourself. I mean, I like me. I think of myself as me, and then I'm like a little kid that I like. He's my buddy, you know, and I got to kind of protect him. That's me. Me and me. I'm not talking about some weird spirits or junk like that. I'm talking about just me. The only spirit around me is the Holy Spirit. Christ Jesus, who, by the way, is still quite alive. Just busy at the moment. Anyway, you believe what you want, see? You stand with it. You stick to it. Have some principle. And you can be a little flirty, you can be a little funny, you can act a little silly without really hurting anything. At the same time, maintain yourself. And just get up and thank God for the day. Whatever that, you know, He hears you, no matter who you are. I used to tell my mom that all the time. Right before my mom died, she said that I was right, and that God let her. She said this angel appeared to her and showed her, because she was dying of cancer. She was in that place. Showed her every time I prayed for her. That is so neat. She says, Steve, you're right. Sorry, I love you, son. Thank you very much. And a few months later, she was gone. At least she got it together. Started looking back towards God, that which created. Anyway, you can all, everybody just believe what they want, you know. I mean, but I'm just telling you what I think, what I've seen. I was with my grandparents when I was 6 months old till I was 10. Then I was with my dad. Then I was with my mom. Before that, I was in a home, you know, when I was real little, mistreated, blah, blah, blah. When I was 16, I was on my own. And I was 62. Well, anywho, that's a red light, like a cat chases around, see? Like that. Where is it at? There it is. Ooh, blind myself. That's the one that blinds you. Anyway, yeah, my wife's sleeping, and I'm just making this video to say hello. Since I can't, Monica, I can give my opinion on her site because it allows me to. About Darkfire, it always says it's disabled, so I can't send you anything back. I mean, I could on that, but I broke that phone, so the main account no longer is the main account. This is the main account. Anyway, love y'all. You girls, take care of yourself. Be good. Be true to yourself. Don't let anybody tell you what your heart should believe. What one thing you do have in life, and that's what you believe, and what you think. Anyway, look out. See y'all around. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a scratchy throat. That's from that treatment over there. You know, the thing you put on for people that have asthma and lung damage like me, put on there and you breathe in that stuff. Anyway, whatever the doctor put in mine. So make us some more videos, kids. Love y'all. Bye-bye.